Hello guys, we are live for another Spurs preview for you guys. Just going to wait for some people to get into the stream. And we are going to be talking about, of course, Spurs' fifth and penultimate Europa League group game, of course, which is taking place tomorrow night in Austria against Lask or Lask. So I'm just going to wait for some people to join the stream. Getting your questions about Spurs. We're going to get people on the stream to talk about the game tomorrow. And overall, it's just going to be a fun stream. I'm going to be live for about an hour as well, as usual. So yeah, I'm just going to get people in the stream, get people's comments in, and overall, it should be quite fun. So as I always do, if you are regular to the streams, I am going to share the stream. We already have one person watching. It's Jesse here. Hi, mate. Welcome to the stream. Do appreciate you coming in. Yeah, be sure to share it around. Share the stream around. We're going to be live for about an hour or so. Around an hour. So be sure to get people in the stream talking about Spurs. So yeah, Jesse already in the stream, nice and early. I am just going to promote it again. I am just going to promote it again on the socials. Anyone else in the stream, please be sure to share it around. Get your comments in, and we will start talking about the game tomorrow in Austria against Lask. So I'm just sharing it. About 3 people in the stream. Very, very nice. Very nice to see people in the stream. Jesse here with the question: what do you think about 2,000 fans? Yeah, I mean, obviously, I know it's not a lot. I know it's not a lot at the moment, but going forward, I think it is, of course, a step in the right direction. And yeah, overall, I'm just happy to see some fans back at football. Overall, I'm quite happy with it. Eventually, they'll start. They'll start, going up the numbers maybe to like 5,000 fans, 10,000 fans, and hopefully, and then hopefully by the end of the season, we will have half crowds. We do have Lilian all day. So Spurs are crap. Who's top of the league? Barla here. What's your predicted lineup v Arsenal? I am going to do a separate. Preview live stream for that, probably on Friday, so in just 2 days' time. So make sure you get in the stream on Friday afternoon. That's going to be a big one, and I possibly have a big special guest on Friday. So be sure to get your comments in. And yeah, we're going to start. I'm going to promote it more on the social media, and then we will start getting people in the stream. 6 people currently in the stream. Please be sure to share it around. If the Spurs are crap, 1, we are top of the league. 2, why you want a Spurs stream? I mean, exactly. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I mean, we're far from crap at the moment. We're top of the league. Only lost 1 game this season, and we're doing quite well in the Europa League. So if that's crap, I don't know what you're going to call Arsenal. Just waiting for some more people to get into the stream. Currently around 5-6 people on the stream at the moment. Let's get the numbers up. Be sure to share the stream around. Subscribe if you haven't already. Bala here, or Bala. I do apologise if I do pronounce any names incorrectly. Europa League prediction on Thursday. Of course, we are playing Lask tomorrow, or Lask tomorrow. And I do think we are going to win. And it is actually a big game because our group at the moment, if I do quickly get it up, our group is looking quite tight at the moment. Spurs, realistically, we should be topping the group, of course. So let's quickly get the group up in a minute. So here we go. We got hang on, where's our group? Here we go. So Group J, we got Antwerp on 9, Tottenham on 9, Lask on 6, and Ludogorets still haven't got a point, and they are on 0. So it is still tight. If Lask do win tomorrow and beat us, then there'll be 3 teams on 9. Of course, but then Antwerp, of course, are playing Ludogorets, who haven't got a single point. So I do predict Antwerp to win that one. So it's a must-win game tomorrow. My predictions line up against Lask. I will get into that very, very shortly. What number out of 100 are you sure we will win the league? I'm 45. For me, I'm about 25. I don't want to come across as being negative. I just can't see us winning the Premier League. I know we're on good form at the moment, but I'd probably have to say 25-30. Of course, there is a chance. I've seen stranger things happen. But yeah, supporting Spurs, I'm not used to, thinking about winning the league. If we can get a trophy this season, which I do believe we can, the FA Cup, of course, we did draw Marine the other night. That starts in January. Carabao Cup, we've got the game against Stoke coming up. If we win that, we're already in the semi-finals. So I'm really confident for that. And the Europa League, which I'm going to be talking a lot about in this stream, I'm really confident Spurs can go all the way and win it. So for me, I'm not thinking about winning the Premier League right now. Of course, anything can happen. I'm not gonna rule it out. Of course not. We're currently top of the league, but we're gonna have to see what the table is looking like in May. I reckon we will get top four, and top four is our top four was our aim going into the season. We just wanted to get back into Champions League football, and that is I'm pretty confident we are going to do. We are playing Stoke in the Carabao Cup quarterfinals on the 12th of December, right? 12th of December. I believe it's slightly later than that. I think it's more 20 something. Yeah. Might be unpopular opinion, but I would swap Ali to have Eriksen back. I wouldn't have Eriksen back. Things ended the way they did with Eriksen for certain reasons, and I know Eriksen on his day. Eriksen is a world-class player, but for me, I wouldn't have him back. And going with Dele Alli, I know he hasn't been getting. I know he hasn't been getting in the team a lot recently this season, especially. Mourinho hasn't really favoritised him a lot. But for me, and to be fair, I agree with what you're saying here. Ali is just lazy. I do agree with that. I think he can definitely do more, help the team more. But I still think he's a quality player, even a world-class player at his best. We saw when Jose Mourinho, when we brought in Mourinho about a year ago now, Dele Alli was on fire for the first month or two with Jose Mourinho. And then, of course, started to go downhill. He wasn't getting in the team. And yes, it did go downhill. But I still think Dele Alli is a very, very promising player. He's not old as well. He's only 24, I believe. So, yeah, I think whether Mourinho is the right man to get the best out of Dele Alli, I'm not too sure if I'm being honest. I don't think he is. I just think the personalities of those two doesn't really fit well. But yeah, if Dele Alli does leave at some point, which I'm sure he will at some point, then I wish him all the best, because a few years ago especially, he was incredible for the club. So yeah, we got Dante Cumberbatch, year 11 here. Bergwijn, Bale or Lucas at the moment. That's a tough one, to be fair. Bergwijn, Bale or Lucas. I think it is tough. Bale, of course, we know, he hasn't been unbelievable. I know some fans have been quite disappointed with him so far, not getting in the team every week. And the one thing I would say to that is, I've said it multiple times, is that, we've brought him in. He hasn't played consistent football for about 2 years. He hasn't played football week in, week out like he would have to with Spurs. And I think we have seen glimpses of Gareth Bale that we all know and love, and who's incredible. So I just don't agree with the people calling him a flop already. I know I say already, and he has been at the club for a couple months, but he's only started one Premier League game, remember, which was against West Brom, and even that, I thought he did a really good job in that game. It's Jesse here. I think we should never have sold Dembele. We went downhill from there. 100% agree. But I don't think I'd say this so quickly. I do think we actually have found our replacement for Moussa Dembele in the form of Pierre Højbjerg. This man, I've been saying it time and time again, has been one of our best players of the season without a doubt. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with that signing. One of our best signings of the summer, without a doubt. And yeah, for me, I know it was a shame, and I know things went terribly downhill when we got rid of the likes of Moussa Dembele. Yeah, the results weren't there, and you could tell that we were missing a solid holding box-to-box kind of midfielder. And I think we are slowly but surely starting to see the performances from Højbjerg have been immense recently. So I'm really happy with him. And yeah, for me, he's 100% a future captain at the club. Ben Curzon, Gal just a it. All right. Peter I'm sorry, I'm not going to try and pronounce your name. I do apologise. What do you think is the Kane, Reguilon, Vinicius injuries true or just mind game? Now I'm not sure. Apparently, I did hear that Kane apparently wasn't in training recently. But for me, I don't know. I mean, it says he should be ready for the Arsenal game, which of course that is a massive game, and I'm going to be talking all about that in Friday stream. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Barla here, Son or Kane. For me, I'm going to have. My favourite player in the team is Heung-min Son. I absolutely love the guy to bits. But I think as a better footballer, you have to go with Harry Kane. This man can do absolutely everything from shoot to lead the team to pass. Yeah, I mean, both of them are absolutely incredible. But for me, Harry Kane is more of a complete player, 100%. So regarding Peter's question here, of course, Harry Kane does seem to be injured. And I doubt he'll make an appearance in tomorrow night's game, unless, of course, it is just completely mind games. But I have heard that he hasn't been seen in training the last couple of days, or the last day or so, I should say. So let's just hope he's ready, and let's hope that it's not a bad injury. Mourinho doesn't seem to be like it is a bad injury. He said he should be back from the North London derby, so I'm sure it's just a little knot, and I don't mind if he doesn't play tomorrow. Yeah, because it's Europa League. I know it's a big game, but that means the likes of Vinicius, Dane Scarlett, who was pictured boarding the plane to Austria today. So he will be in the squad for tomorrow night, I do believe. Dante here, Højbjerg or Dembele. Now that's very tough. That's very tough. Because I know Højbjerg has only played about 15 games for Spurs. But I must say he's been incredible. So for me, right now, I'm going to have to say Dembele. I think it is a bit too early to calling Højbjerg the new Moussa Dembele. But what I would say is that he's definitely on the road to being our new Moussa Dembele, which is a position and a player, a tough midfielder like him that wants to get stuck into challenges and he's physical. We've really, really missed that player, so I'm really happy that we brought him in. And I will hold my hands up. When we were first linked with him, I was not interested at all. I just thought, why were you looking at players like Højbjerg from Southampton? We should be, just looking at more higher caliber players. But yeah, I will happily admit I was wrong. This man is turning out to be absolutely incredible for us. So in the future, I reckon he will definitely be on the same path as Moussa Dembele for us. So what our midfielder we do have our hands on at the moment. KJ, big up Jake, do appreciate it. Kane is one of our own, so Kane, so he's referring to the Son or Kane question here. Yeah, for me, it's Kane. He's more of a complete player. Heung-min Son, absolutely brilliant. I love him to bits. And going forward, Heung-min Son is one of the best in the league going forward. But yeah, Harry Kane, more of a complete player, can literally play everywhere on the pitch, apart from in goal, as we have experienced. Reguilon is quality, 100% agree with that. What a signing! I mean, again, what a signing he was as well. We made some really, really good business in the transfer window. Reguilon, Højbjerg, Doherty, who I know hasn't, hit the ground running, hasn't been amazing. for us, but I still think he was a quality signing. So Vinicius as well, who's turning out to be quite good in our Europa League game. So overall, I think we know we had a really good window. It's just nice to see that most of the players we brought have been exceptional. Barla here. Why does Arsenal exist? I couldn't tell you. Ndombele, I think, has been better last 3 games, better the last few games. Like against Chelsea, Højbjerg, of course, didn't do anything wrong, kept a clean sheet. But we really saw Ndombele shine in that game against Chelsea the other day. For me, I agree with that. Ndombele has been slightly better over the past few games, and he once again is absolutely exceptional. You cannot get the ball off this man. I am going to start talking about the game tomorrow more. Now, of course, we are playing Lask, and let me try and find the question here from Barla, who asked, what's your predicted lineup v Lask? So I'm going to go through that now. So in goal, I can see Joe Hart. I don't know everyone who's actually travelled. I just know that Kane apparently has a little injury, and Kane's got a little injury, and who else was it? Completely forgot. And Dane Scarlett was pictured boarding on the plane, I should say. Is the StreamYard in the description? Big up here. I will in a minute. I will put the link in the description so you guys can join. Aurier has improved a lot so far. He's only done a bit of a minor mistakes in some games. Massive respect to Serge Aurier. I know, loads of fans were getting on his back last season, and including me. You know me. I'm not the biggest fan of Serge Aurier at times, but this season he's been incredible. He's played three really important games. Man U away, absolutely brilliant. Even got himself a goal as well. United away, City at home, did really well, kept a clean sheet, and Chelsea away, where once again Serge Aurier was good, kept a clean sheet as well. For me, Serge Aurier has been really promising and really good recently. Why now we have Hart? Everyone is forgetting about Gazzaniga. I do feel bad for Gazzaniga. Of course, he doesn't really seem to get in the squad much now. Doesn't get any game time, which I don't really feel bad for. Because I think he's a solid keeper, Paulo Gazzaniga. But unfortunately, Joe Hart, he's done nothing wrong recently, and every goal we seem to concede against Joe Hart is a wonder strike. I'm gonna start putting the link in the stream, and then we can start talking about the game, or we can start talking about the game tomorrow. I'm gonna put the link in the stream. I'm gonna put it in the main chat because we had technical difficulties last stream, so I'll put it there, and then in the private chat as well, just to make sure. I've also put it in there, so if you do want to join the stream, you can, talking about the game tomorrow night against LASK. If you don't want to join the stream, that is absolutely fine. Be sure to get your questions in. Always massively appreciate it, and I really enjoy answering all of your questions. We do have a question here. Score predictions v LASK. I am going to go with a Spurs win. We need to win. I think we should, and I think we will win. I'm going to go for a 3-0 win for Spurs. I think it'll be pretty convincing. I think we're going to get another 3 points in our Europa League group. So I'm going with a 3-0 win. I'm pretty confident for tomorrow night. We should be beating Lask. I'm going to go with a Spurs win, 3-0 to Spurs. 3-1 Tottenham. Yeah, very, very similar. Hi again, bro. How are you doing today? I'm doing just fine. Welcome to the stream. Do massively appreciate everyone that has joined. Subscribe if you haven't already. But we have got our first. In a minute. A second ago, I was just about to bring on our first guest of first guest of the stream. So when he connects to a device, we will get him in. Damn, Real Madrid lost to Shakhtar again. Yes, I know. I mean, if Real Madrid don't get a result next week, then they could be in the Europa League. But I know this might be a little unpopular opinion, or maybe not. I'm not really fearing Real Madrid. I think we're. I don't want to say we're a better side than them. But Real Madrid haven't been great the last year or two. Year, I should say. Zidane and stuff has got them in a slight of a mess, and they're really in the mud at the moment. So I know they're probably going to have an overhaul of signings in January, so that will be way before we can play them if they even do drop down to the Europa League. But yeah, Emmanuel here. Do you think we should start Scarlett against Lask? That's a tough one, if I'm being honest. Would I start him? I don't know. I mean, if that thing about Vinicius being injured is true, then yes, I would start him. But if not, I think Vinicius is a very, very good striker, and I'd actually start him instead. But Scarlett, I'd definitely bring him on the bench if we're comfortable 2-3-0 up towards the end of the game. I'd like to see. I'd like to see Dane Scarlett and any of our youngsters that have boarded that plane. I'd love to see them get on the pitch. It was really, really nice to see last week. The likes of Alfie Whiteman, Harvey White, and Dane Scarlett come on the pitch and get some minutes. And what a memory it will be for them. What if they make it into the Europa League, of course, regarding Real Madrid? For me, I think we can. I think the Spurs can beat Real Madrid. I don't think Madrid's team is unbelievable like it used to when they had like Cristiano Ronaldo, and Cruz was 3-4 years younger, and when Cruz was in his proper prime. So I think Real Madrid can definitely be beaten, and why not it be by us if they do make it into the Europa League? Will you do a series FIFA 21 career mode on this channel? It's something that I have considered, but FIFA 21 career mode, I'm not too sure because I do like to do these streams, just talking about Spurs, and then I upload like matchday vlogs on the weekends, etc. So I'm not too sure if I actually have enough time during the week, etc., to upload and consistently do a career mode. So I'm not too sure, but I guess maybe in the future. Maybe so, but yeah, I'm actually going to get straight into my starting 11 or my predicted 11 for the game tomorrow. Starting in goal, I am going to go with the man who's been starting a lot of most Europa League games apart from one this season. I do believe, and that goes by the name of Joe Hart. As I said, he's been really good for us. Nothing wrong. We'd love to see him in goal tomorrow night. He's done absolutely nothing wrong, and all the goals he's conceded, in all fairness, have been absolutely bang as well. Most of them have. The majority of them have. My defence, I think defence, we can have maybe Doherty or Aurier at right back. Two centre-backs maybe. Obviously, Rogan's not in the Europa League squad, so he won't be able to be featured. So I'm not sure to with our defence. I'd probably start Davis actually instead of Reguilon, only because of course we have got this massive London derby, North London derby I should say, against Arsenal. That is an absolute massive one, and rumour has it I could be getting a big guest from AFTV on the stream on Friday. So you do not want to miss that one. That could be a very, very good one. Hi, this guy knows it. Hi, Laura. Welcome back to the Jake Vlog channel. That is my intro. You know it. I'm waiting for Caleb to connect to a device, and then we can actually get him in the stream. When that happens, we will start getting him in the stream. I'm gonna put it again here in the chat. So if anyone wants to join and speak about the game tomorrow evening, then they can. You should do a live reaction on stream. Of course, I'm sure you mean getting Spurs games. I should do live reactions. Um, I have thought about that, but to be fair, I do watch. I like to watch. The games with my family, my brother, my dad, and anyone who wants to watch the game. So I mean, I don't know, maybe in the future, but at the moment, I do just enjoy just talking to them. I still do my match day vlog as well, and just watching the game as a family. I do quite enjoy that. Um, Emmanuel Ritchie, sell, loan, or keep Gazaniga. For me, um, I'm gonna have to sell him. I don't think he's gonna get much game time at the club. I think our third choice. I don't think he's even our third choice keeper. I think possibly even the likes of Alfie Whiteman could be getting ahead of him nowadays. And I do feel bad for him, as I did say earlier in the stream. I think he is a quality, well, not quality. I think he's a very good keeper. Um, and it is a shame that Joe Hart has just come in and immediately been pushed out, and Gazaniga has been immediately pushed out, and is no longer in the squad really. A quick reminder to anyone in the stream, if you haven't already subscribed, please make sure you do. But we do have our first guest on the stream here. We do have Tottenham fan Caleb. Welcome to the stream, Caleb.
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Nice. Of course, Spurs play Lask tomorrow in our fifth game of the Europa League. What are your thoughts going into the game tomorrow night?
It's a game we have to take very lightly. It's a game we have to try and go and get the 3 points.
Yeah.
Because I think we're second in the group, and I think if they win tomorrow, I think they'll be on the same amount of points as us in the group. So we have to get the 3 points tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. I've got the group table up on here. Lask are on 6 and we're on 9. So if they beat us, then they're on the same amount of points. Antwerp are also on 9 points, who are playing Ludogorets, who haven't got a single point. So I do tip Antwerp to get another 3 points. So like you said, it is a very, very important game tomorrow that we do get the 3 points in the group. And we just got to carry on what we have been doing in the Europa League. I know we had, the one slip up against Antwerp, but like you said, it's a must-win game because ideally we need to top the group. I reckon we will go through, but I think we need to top the group. I mean, what would your team do? What team would you play set out tomorrow?
I'll go with Joe Hart in goal. Right back, I'll go for Matt Doherty. I think, we need to rest Serge Aurier for the Arsenal game on Sunday, so I'll go with Matt Doherty.
Oh, so we can play Aurier for Arsenal then?
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough. I think that'd be really interesting to see.
Left back, I'll go for Ben Davies.
Yeah.
Because I think Reguilon, I think he got injured in training or something
today.
So
I think. Yeah, I mean, apparently I heard a few players actually took a bit of a knock.
Yeah, him, Kane.
Yeah,
centre backs, I'll go for Davinson Sanchez. Mourinho confirmed in his press conference that I think he's going to start. So Sanchez, and alongside him, Tanganga. Them two played against Ludogorets, and they
did really well.
Yep. Yeah. So them two. And in midfield, Giovanni Lo Celso, give Ndombele a rest for the game on Sunday, and alongside them Winks as well.
And then attacking wise, how do you think we'll set up?
I think Dele Alli. He played well against Ludogorets. He took his chance. So Ali. On the right side, I think Lucas Moura.
Yeah.
On the left side, Steven Bergwijn. And up front, Gareth Bale. Because I think Carlos Vinicius in training, he got, I think, a little knock in training. So
I mean, clearly something has happened the last couple of days. A lot of our players seem to have not, long-term injuries or anything, but a lot of them seem to be out for this game, which is a bit of a worry, of course, knowing the game that we have got on the weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, pictures being released today that Dayton Scarlett got on the plane. Would you play him tomorrow, or would you like to see him tomorrow anytime during the game?
I would like him to come on.
Yeah.
To come on. I wouldn't start him. Yeah.
No, yeah. I don't think he's got enough experience. I know he only got a couple like 5-10 minutes. I think it was against Ludogorets last time out. But yeah, as you did say, the team news that you went with, I'd go with something very very similar. But we
Yeah.
still need to put a decently strong team out. I think players like Lo Celso, I think, could really, really help us in the game with his creativity. And yeah, it's a must-win game. We need to get all 3 points tomorrow.
Yep.
So I mean, going back to what you said about the defense. So you'd play who was it? You said you played Doherty at right back because you'd actually play Serge Aurier
Yeah.
against Arsenal.
Yeah. I'll start Aurier for Arsenal.
Yeah, you know what? I'd actually agree with you on that one. I think Doherty. Don't get me wrong. I think he was a brilliant signing, but I don't think he's hit the ground running like some people maybe expected him to. And Serge
Yeah.
Aurier, even people that aren't the biggest fan of him, like me, I know he can be really, really silly at times. He's played 3 big games this season: City, Chelsea, um, and United, and he's
Yeah.
only conceded one, which was a penalty to Bruno Fernandes. So yeah, Aurier's been immense. So I don't know why.
Yeah, he's been
I'm
immense
not.
this season.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not sure how you can drop him. To be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, last. Go on.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, no. So I was just going to say, what would your score prediction be going into this game? Do you reckon Spurs will get the win?
Yeah, I think we will get the win. We have to get the win to make sure
Yeah.
that. I think if we win tomorrow, I think we're through now. I think. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
my predictions are 2-0 Spurs.
Or 2-0 Spurs. Well, I'm going with a 3-0 Spurs. So both of us clearly very confident. Yeah, I am just looking at the group table here. If we win, then we will definitely be through. If we win and Ludogorets lose, then we have. If we win and Ludogorets beat Antwerp, then we have pretty much topped the group. Then against Antwerp in the final game, we can maybe play a few of our youngsters in that game.
Yeah, I want Gareth Bale to get on the score sheet tomorrow, so hopefully he can get a goal.
Yeah. I mean, that is something I know he's been getting a lot of game time in the Europa League, and every game, I just hope that he gets a goal. Just to know, of course, we know he has got the one goal against Brighton, but I think we're getting to that point now where Gareth Bale is starting to gain more and more fitness. So yeah, I just hope, just like you said, I hope he has a good game, get a goal if possible, and I think just a goal will do very, very well for confidence.
Yeah, would you start Bale or on Sunday? If
I don't think I would start Bale on. So I would bring him on because Arsenal's defense really, really is shaky, and I know we can give him a hard time. But I reckon that would be a good idea to bring him on. Second half, last 20-30 minutes if we need a goal. But I think someone like Lucas Moura for the game against Arsenal, I'd play Lucas against Arsenal. The passion, he knows how much it means to the fans. His work rate as well is unbelievable. So I think we're going to need a player like Lucas for the game on Sunday.
Yep, I agree.
But yeah, what are your final thoughts on tomorrow's game?
Yeah, it's a game we have to go and win. And get the 3 points.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, thanks for coming on the stream. I do massively appreciate it. Pardon?
Thanks for having me on.
No worries. Always a pleasure having you on the stream, Caleb. Do massively appreciate it.
Come on,
thanks for coming on the stream. Come on, you Spurs. Let's hope we can get a result tomorrow.
Yeah. Come on, you Spurs. Come on.
So there we go. That was Caleb's thoughts going into the game tomorrow. He's confident, like I am as well. He thinks Spurs are going to get a 2-0 win. And yeah, let's hope we can. So anyone else want to join the stream? I will get you in, talk about the game tomorrow night. And yeah, we're going to be sure as well to get your questions and I will be answering them all. Have got a question here. who would you choose to play as a starter? I thought you meant striker. A starter against Arsenal on Sunday. Doherty or Aurier? That's tough, but I am actually going to go with Serge Aurier. Like I just said with Caleb there, I think how can you drop Serge Aurier from these big games? Chelsea, City, United pretty much kept a clean sheet in all of them because it wasn't his fault with Bruno Fernandes penalty. Even got a goal as well against United. So Serge Aurier has been immense. He has been superb so far this season. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to. Hopefully, he can just carry on these performances. I think bringing in Matt Doherty really upped his performances because he knew last season he's going to be in the team every week no matter what. And this year, he's now got the pressure and he knows. And Mourinho doesn't mess about. He knows if he doesn't have a good game, he's going to be out of the team. And Doherty is more than capable. Again, another brilliant player will just come and fill in his boots. But yeah, for me, Aurier, I probably would start against Arsenal. And like Caleb just said, I probably would start Matt Doherty tomorrow night, who has featured quite often in our Europa League games. So yeah, if you want to get into in the stream, I've just put the link again in the stream, so you'll be able to join there. It is in the stream. Is in the chat. Sorry. But yeah, be sure to get your questions in, and yeah, we'll start talking about, and carry on, I should say, talking about the game tomorrow. Benji Baxter just joined. Is Kane injured for tomorrow and the weekend? Welcome, Benji, to the stream. Apparently, Kane did get a little knock, as well as a bunch of other players. I'm not quite sure what happened in training today, or the past few days, but it seemed like Vinicius, Kane, even Reguilon, I believe, all picked up little injuries. Nothing serious. Mourinho did announce that he should be. All of them should be all right for the game on Sunday. So fingers crossed they are. Doesn't look like Kane will probably feature now tomorrow night, but fingers crossed Benji. Yeah, he could. Let's just hope that he features on the game on Sunday. Jesse here. Would you get rid of Ali and Kane for Milan Skriniar and Jack Grealish? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't get rid of Harry Kane. I'd get rid of Ali for Grealish, because I think Grealish is a world-class player. And I'd get rid of Ali for Skriniar 100%. But Harry Kane is one of the best strikers in the world. And Jack Grealish and Skriniar, for me, they're both brilliant players. But yeah, for me, I wouldn't get rid of Kane in order to get Jack Grealish. No, not for me. But I'd happily take Grealish. I know we were linked to him we were very close to getting him a few years ago. But yeah, it just wasn't to me. Maybe one day we can sign Jack Grealish because I know he is a top quality player. Emmanuel Ritchie here with a question: Mourinho or Pochettino? Both completely different managers. And I know Poch, never won us anything. But the memories and the way he transformed the club. When he came in, we were like team that finished 7th, 8th, even mid-table every year at times. But now he established us as a big club. Or he got us top 4 several times, like 4 or 5 years in a row. This man was incredible for what he did for the club, and I'm sure he'll be back in as a manager sometime soon. I hope it's not in the Premier League. I don't want him to go to United. I'd love him to go to Real Madrid. But even if he does go to United, I do wish him the best of luck. Have full respect for Mauricio Pochettino, and I always would. Jesse here. Would you rather get to the Champions League final again and lose, or win Carling or EFL Cup? It's tough. That is tough, and I know it sounds ridiculous. I'd probably for the long, because obviously if we get to a Champions League final, even if we lose, we know we're gonna get a lot of money for that. We know that if we get to the Champions League final, say next season if we're in the Champions League, say we get to the Champions League final again and we lose again, we're still going to get a bunch of money like we did, but through, I think losing 2 Champions League finals in quick succession, like in between, say, 3 seasons, I think could be really, really damaging for the club. You've really, really put me on the spot here, but I think I'm actually gonna. But then the memories that we would have getting to the final, Ajax was the best day of my life, and not much would beat that. Even like if we do go on to win the Carabao Cup, it will be incredible, but it would take a lot. It would take a lot, to get better than that Ajax night, which was just absolutely. Even City, that's the best game I've ever been to. I believe someone actually asked that question right at the start of the stream. My best moment with Spurs live, it has to be that Man City game at the Etihad when we won 4. Well, we actually lost 4-3 that night. But yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm actually going to leave that unanswered, I think, for now. But that's a good question. I actually might put on my story. So yeah, that's a really, really tough question, and I can't actually answer that. So yeah, fair play. You got me there. I can't really answer that. So yeah, anyone in the stream who wants to join the stream and calling and have your say, yeah, be sure to get your questions in about Spurs. Any questions you have about tomorrow night's game, and if anyone wants to get in the stream, would massively appreciate it. Subscribe as well if you haven't already, as you can see. Well, you can't really see actually there. But we are on the road to 1.4k subs. We're currently on 1,366. So yeah, if you can subscribe, it would be massively appreciated. It would be massively appreciated if you can just go down there and hit the red subscribe button. So any questions, we're going to be going for about another 20 minutes or so, just over the hour mark. So be sure to get your questions in if you want to join the stream and have your say, like Caleb did about 10 minutes ago. And yeah, you can join the stream. The link is in the private chat, and it's the main chat. So yeah, be sure to have your say. Just going through if I've missed any questions. Are you going to stream the match v Arsenal on Sunday? I did. I did actually answer that in a question here earlier, which I think I watched the game with my family, and I just prefer that. I don't really want to be doing a live watch along like I know some people do, but of course there'll be a big match preview out on Friday live, where we do have a regular from AFTV coming on the stream. Fingers crossed. So yeah, that'll be good. Wankers, and if all you're going to do is Mo, what are you doing? I kind of agree. Train spotter, are you glad that lockdown is finished? For me, it hasn't really felt like lockdown. I don't really leave the house too much, and I'm going to be completely honest. Schools are still open. Schools still have been open during this lockdown. So for me, it hasn't felt any different. So yeah, I mean, the one positive about, of course, lockdown, or not being in lockdown anymore, is of course fans are now allowed back for the meantime at football grounds, which is a very, very good, step in the right direction. Gary Huggins here. I think Harry Kane reminds me of legend Glenn Hoddle with his passing and reading of the game. I can understand that. I can understand that. Of course, I'm too young. I never saw the likes of Glenn Hoddle actually play live for Spurs. But my dad, one of my dad's favourite players. He always tells me about him. So I'm sure Harry Kane definitely up there with the likes of Glenn Hoddle at the moment. And someone actually asked me a very, very interesting question. I'm not sure if it was just a friend on WhatsApp or on Instagram. I actually can't remember. I believe it may have been just someone messaged me on Instagram. Someone asked me, yeah, if Harry Kane was to stay at Spurs for the remainder of his career, maybe win a trophy in that time, maybe win a Europa League or something, would we retire the number 10? For me, I think, and I spoke about I spoke about this to my dad, and I think both of us agreed that it would be a bit disrespectful because Spurs have had so many Spurs have had so many great number 10s over the decades that Harry Kane, of course, we know his quality, but I can't see Spurs retiring the number 10 when Harry Kane leaves Spurs. Would love to see a room tour at some point. Not much really going on in my room at the moment. I will somehow do that because I probably wouldn't do a video or maybe stick it in a video. I don't know. I mean, you guys really seem to want to see that, so yeah. I mean, I might stick it in a matchday vlog. You never know. Yeah, Emmanuel Ritchie, do a room tour if you want. I mean, you can kind of see this basically my setup. I'm streaming on my laptop, on my desk, on my chair, TV in the background, my bed's here, my door's there, and yeah, I've just got some wardrobes over there. But if you really want to see it, like Jesse here, I would love to see a room tour at some point. Then I might just stick it in a matchday vlog. I'm not going to do it as an actual video because I just presume that video would probably be crap. So yeah, who knows? It would just take me 2 seconds to just stick it in a matchday vlog. All fans are allowed in the Spurs game on Sunday. Spurs fans. There will be 2,000 Spurs fans. Unfortunately, I was unsuccessful in getting tickets in the ballot yesterday. Of course, I got unlucky, but fair play to anyone that got tickets. Of course, 2,000 fans, Spurs fans. There will be no away fans throughout this period. I don't think there'll be away fans this season. Maybe next season, and when we start going back to like full crowds, of course, away fans will return, and that's what I'm missing most about all this, behind closed doors coronavirus stuff is. I just miss the away games. Of course, home games I miss as well. Going every week. But away games, when I went to a lot of away games, it's something that I just miss so much. Can't wait. The first time I will be absolutely buzzing. The next time I go to an away game, especially how long it's been as well. So yeah, be sure to get your questions, and we'll be live for about another 10-15 minutes or so. So yeah, be sure to get your questions in. Just saying once again, if I have missed any questions from you guys, don't believe I have. Don't believe I have. So yeah, be sure to get your comments in the stream, and yeah, I will put there is a link to come on the stream if you want to have your say, like Caleb did about 20 minutes ago. So yeah, be sure to get in the stream, and yeah, as usual, have your say. I thought we had a comment there. Oh no, yeah, here we go. We do have. Are you going to watch the North London derby in the stadium? No. As I just said, I was unsuccessful. I didn't get tickets for the game on Sunday. Unfortunately, what a match day vlog that would be. Spurs, of course, when I start going to Spurs and life is normal, I will of course be doing my normal vlogs from my seat in Tottenham. Can't wait for that. But yeah, unfortunately, I won't be going to the game on Sunday. Does anyone at Spurs ever recognise you? It sounds mad saying this, but sometimes, very rarely, of course, but every now and then I do get some people that recognise what I do, and it is honestly incredible. I'm just a 15-year-old boy that just makes, Spurs videos, and especially at away games, funnily enough. People from, I mean, I went to Southampton away in the FA Cup, and I had a Southampton I was walking to the ground, and this random guy with a Southampton scarf around his neck just said, I just like your content," and that is honestly absolutely incredible. That that it seemed like a dad as well, like an older fan, a United fan. When I went to United away, said that he watched my videos. So quite a few people, and honestly, it's honestly amazing. When obviously you see like the views on YouTube from my matchday vlogs, and like you see how many people watch your videos. But when you actually, when someone actually tells you like that, they actually watch your videos live, and it's someone that I have no idea. Honestly, it is the best feeling in the world. Would you ever go watch American football at our stadium? Well, my dad and my brother have gone. They're kind of into rugby, NFL, all sorts. But for me, not really. I'm not really into. I'm not actually really into any other sport but football. And I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but football's my main sport, and I'm so lucky to be going to have my own season ticket and go to every home game. That I don't really like. I have no interest in going to. Yeah, there's no. I just find no reason going to an American football game because I've never watched it. I don't really know the rules. Well, I know briefly how it works. But yeah, I'm not the biggest NFL fan. Do you think I should get the program on Sunday? I believe aren't they sending like virtual programs during this time? I love the Grand Prix, but definitely football is my favorite sport. Yeah, football is my favorite sport, and I'm not. Like my dad's into loads of sports. My dad's into a bit of golf, cricket. He's into a lot of stuff. Tennis every now and then when it's on. But for me, the only sport that I really like to watch is football. So yeah, there's nothing really else that I really like. There's no sports that like I have the passion I do with football. Nowhere. Oh shit. Nowhere near. Just dropped my phone there. But yeah, be sure to get people in. Here's a big question. I was waiting for someone to say this question. What's your score prediction for Sunday? And we've got a very interesting question coming up as well. A score prediction for Sunday. I'm gonna go with a 2-1 Spurs. 2-0 Spurs. I'm gonna go with. I think the one thing I don't like about this game is that we are favourites. Arsenal have absolutely nothing to lose going into this game. We are the favourites. Everyone's expecting Spurs to absolutely smash Arsenal, and that's what I don't want us. Arsenal will have nothing to lose. If they lose, then it's just as expected, really. And plus, I'll be over the moon. Emmanuel Ritchie with the all-important question: Messi or Ronaldo? I'm going to go straight up say it. Lionel Messi is better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Over the years, we're going to see in the future, we're going to see so many players that can do what Ronaldo does. And this doesn't take away any credit from Ronaldo, one of the best of all time. 100%. He is absolutely incredible, Cristiano Ronaldo. But, he's more of just a goal machine, scores goals for absolute fun. But I reckon there will be players in the future. There will be lots of players in the future that will do what Ronaldo does, score goals for absolute fun. And be an absolute goal machine, wink and wink out, doing it for club and country. Well, of course, Messi hasn't done it for his country or hasn't won anything for his country. And Ronaldo, of course, has won several stuff. Best all-time Spurs player. Well, I mean, it's hard. I'm only 15, so I haven't seen the likes of I don't know. My favourite all-time player was actually Jermaine Defoe. Jermaine Defoe. I remember watching him when I first started getting into football. I was so emotional when he left. And yeah, even to this day, I absolutely love the guy. But best of all time, I have no idea if I'm being honest because I'm not. I haven't been into football enough. I haven't been into football Spurs long enough, and I haven't watched any of our legends. Harry Kane, of course, he is incredible, one of the best strikers in the world. We do have a bit of a weird question: Toby or Kane? Bit of an odd one. One being a centre back, one being someone who can be a centre back. To be fair, but yeah, I mean, Kane. I don't know. It's if you mean in their position, Harry Kane, without a doubt. Yeah, I mean, Toby Alderweireld, to be fair, Toby Alderweireld actually was in training as well today. He did return, or yesterday, I'm not too sure. It's Jesse. I'm only 14, so I don't really have a valid opinion, but from what my dad says, Ozzy Ardinez and Glenn Hoddle. Yeah, my dad, loves to go on about Ozzy Ardinez, Glenn Hoddle, Jurgen Klinsmann, Hoddle, all those kind of players who seem to be unbelievable. And yeah, I just never got the opportunity to see them. Favorite football team apart from Tottenham? I don't really have a favourite football team. I used to go to Barnet a lot, to be fair. Barnet was a team that there was one season where I actually only missed like 3-4 home games the whole season, and that was the year that Barnet got promoted to the Football League. That was a pitch invasion and everything on the day. It was I went to the game where they needed to win the league, and they won 2-0, and the scenes pitch invasion when they won. It was incredible. And then hopefully not long until I see Spurs win the Premier League or win just a trophy. But yeah, I am going to end this stream in the next 5 or so minutes. So be sure to get your final comments in. What time is it in England? If you want to know, it is coming up to 6 o'clock. It is 5:57 p.m. in the evening. My local team, Southend, would be my second team, really. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a local team. Well, Barnet is pretty local, I guess. So yeah, Barnet, I'd say is pretty local. And every now and then I check on how they're doing, but I'm not. I used to be into Barnet a lot. I used to always check their results, but now more focused on the Spurs. So yeah, be sure to get your final comments in. We have been going for 57.5 minutes. So yeah, thank you to everyone who has come in the stream and given your opinions. And even the ones who have joined the stream. So yeah, be sure to get your final comments in. I'm going to be live for just a few more minutes. So yeah, be sure to get your comments and subscribe if you haven't already. Please be sure to share the stream about if there's anyone in the stream. If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to go down there and hit the red subscribe button. Would massively appreciate that. But yeah, thank you for everyone who has joined the stream. Be sure to get your thoughts in. Here we go. Just got some comments here. Do you think we should bring back Ericsson or no? Personally, I mentioned this earlier. I wouldn't bring Ericsson back. The way it ended, I just don't think we should bring him back. Don't get me wrong. I think he is a top quality player on his day. But yeah, for me, no, I wouldn't bring Christian Eriksen back. It's Jesse. I live in Wickford. If you know where that is, unfortunately, I have no idea where that is. So Billericay Town as well. Heard of Billericay Town. Billericay Town, I should say. Yeah, heard of them. So yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I don't really support a local team. But yeah, be sure to get your final comments in before I do end the stream. As I literally just said, thank you so much to everyone who has joined the stream. It's been fun talking to you, answering your guys' questions. And yeah, just seem to get your questions in. Be sure to get your questions in the stream. And yeah, I am going to end it in a minute or so. So yeah, be sure to get your final questions in. And let me know what your score prediction is actually for tomorrow night's game against Lask. Caleb, earlier on in this room, he said 2-0. I believe someone I think it may have been Jesse said 3-1 Spurs. I'm saying 3-0 Spurs. I'm pretty confident going into this game. Wickford is right next to Bederecki. Okay, I mean, to me, I don't know where that is. So to me, that's yeah, I don't really know where that is. I do apologise. Hold my hands up. But yeah, really want to get your score prediction then for tomorrow night. I'm going with a 3-0 win. We have been going for just over an hour now. So yeah, do massively appreciate that. So yeah, be sure to get your final comments / questions in the stream now. And yeah, I do massively appreciate anyone who has joined the stream this evening. I'm going to be live on Friday night with hopefully a regular from AFTV talking about the game on Sunday. I think it's Sunday. Yeah, I believe it's Sunday kickoff. So yeah, Friday I'm going to be live. Fingers crossed, I will be joined by a regular on AFTV. So I'm really excited for that. That's going to be a big stream. You do not want to miss that one. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's joined the stream. I massively appreciate it. Everyone that has commented, I've answered most questions. And yeah, I do massively appreciate it. We got a comment here that I've seen on my phone that isn't coming up here. From Emmanuel Ritchie. He says, okay, goodbye, Jane. Thank you for answering all my questions. It's 11 a.m. in my country. I want to sleep. Oh, here we go. Here it is. So yeah, thank you for everyone who came in this room. Emmanuel, you get some sleep. And yeah, I will see you Friday for the big one, live match preview against Arsenal. You don't want to miss that one with someone possibly from AFTV. Fingers crossed. That's going to be a big one. So yeah, thank you to everyone who has come in the stream. Massively appreciated. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's hope Spurs can get the win tomorrow night.